Well, after this morning's extremely cold temperatures, we can finally say that we are out of the worst of the cold, but we're still not quite out of the end of the tunnel yet. Still having another very dangerously cold morning as we head into tomorrow and potentially at the start of this upcoming week. So let's dive into it. Current temperatures right now still very frigid outside. -12 currently in La Crosse and in Eau Claire, most of the area in the negative teens, and we're likely going to stay there through the evening and into the overnight period. If you add the light winds on top of that, it's still feeling below -20 across the entirety of the area. Feeling closer to -27 in both La Crosse and Eau Claire. That means frostbite is going to be possible in less than around 30 to 20-ish minutes if you're going outside without covering all of your skin. So another good evening to stay indoors if you can. And we're likely going to continue to see those very cold and dangerous temperatures into tomorrow morning. The only good news that we have, though, and it's actually pretty good news, is that the winds get next to zero as we go throughout the evening hours. So still holding on to just a light breeze out of the northwest currently, but even a very light wind when it's this cold out, it doesn't take a whole lot of wind to get those wind chills to really fall. As we go throughout the rest of the night, the winds not only lighten up, but they continue to shift, first becoming a bit more westerly, and then as we go into tomorrow morning, they actually become a bit more southwesterly. By the early morning hours, we have calm conditions, a very, very light breeze, barely even noticeable through the afternoon tomorrow. And then by the evening again, we see winds next to nothing at all through tomorrow night. So we have a good stretch of little to no wind ahead, lasting through Saturday and through for the most part, the first half of Sunday as well. Still going to have that cold air above us, but we're not going to see that in combination with the strong breeze like we saw this morning and through yesterday. So that's going to help the danger level slightly, but we're still going to be in that danger zone as we go into tonight, as low temperatures for the most part dip into the negative teens and the -20s, -17 for your low in La Crosse, -21 in Eau Claire. Very, very similar to the lows that we saw this morning. But without that wind, it's going to feel around 15 to 20 degrees warmer. Still dangerously cold out there, though, in regards to that frostbite risk. As we go into tomorrow afternoon, still not going to see a whole lot of wind out there, but we're going to struggle to get out of the negatives. Most areas possibly rising near 0 degrees, but for the most part, we're likely going to see another day where we stay below zero all day long. 0 degrees for your high in La Crosse, -4 in Eau Claire with little wind out there. It'll likely feel at the warmest exactly that as we head into the afternoon. So we're still holding on to that alert day through Saturday morning. Even though we'll have those calm winds in the morning, low temperatures, as we saw, are still going to be between around -15 and -25. That means that frostbite is still going to be possible in less than 30 minutes, if not less than that. The next question comes then as we go into Monday morning. Sunday, we're still, again, not holding on to any wind out there, so the wind chill values are going to be exactly like the temperatures. Still quite cold in the early morning for Sunday. By the afternoon, start to see a little bit more of a breeze picking up, around 10 miles per hour of a wind Sunday afternoon, so that'll make the temperatures feel a little bit colder than they actually are. And then by Monday morning, we're seeing a light breeze out there, but that's enough to dip the wind chills back down into the -20s across the area. So there's a chance that we could have another alert morning going into Monday, but that would be the last one in the upcoming future as temperatures continue to rise somewhat slowly as we go into the week. Still going to be well below average for the entirety of next week, but there are better signs of potentially warmer conditions.
Yeah,
as
we
go
see
into next
progress.
weekend.
That's all that matters.
Yeah.
All right,
you can
thanks.
take.
Yep. All right, thanks, Nicole.